Hi mathematicians, in this video we're going to walk through how to model an addition problem by using a chip model. And as you can probably tell, even if you didn't see this in middle school, it's kind of easy to see that each one of these yellow chips represents a positive number. And each one of these chips represents a negative number. And a really important concept to understand what I'm getting ready to do is that when you combine a positive chip and a negative chip, they like cancel each other out. Kind of like, imagine if you owe somebody $1 and then somebody gives you $1, you should use that dollar to pay them back, right? And so then you've got nothing. So every positive chip combined with a negative chip equals 0. The word for this is called a zero pair because it's two chips that when you put them together equals 0. So how that helps you in order to be able to add these two numbers together is to think about how many pairs do you have that cancel each other out. So over here on the left, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positives, right? So this is going to be a positive 9 that is modeled by these chips. And then because I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of the little red chips, I'm combining that with negative 14. So the problem that's being modeled here is positive 9 plus a negative 14. So what's going to happen every time a positive and a negative combine? So for example, this positive will cancel out one of those negatives, right? This positive will cancel out one of those negatives, and so on and so forth. They're going to cancel each other out because they equal 0. And so if I do that, cancel out all the ones that are left over. So what do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negatives left over. So after I get done doing all that canceling, what do I have left over? I have 5 negatives left over. So if you add a positive 9 to a negative 14, after you do all that canceling, you have negative 5 left over for your final sum. Okay, example number 2, it's exactly the same concept. So I'm going to go through and I am going to make a note of, so here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 negatives, right? So that's a negative 12. And then here in the positives, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So I have 18 positives. So what's going to happen is that these 12 negatives are going to cancel out 12 of those positives, right? So those 12 negatives canceled out those 12 positives. So those are basically all gone now. And then what do you have left over? You have positive 6 left. So if you combine a positive 18 with a negative 12, you get a final sum of positive 6. For our last problem, exactly the same idea. So here I have 4 positives, and then here I have 5. Oh, no, I don't have 5. Oh, my goodness. I have 7 negatives. It would help if I could count. So what is going to happen here? So those 4 positives are going to cancel out those 4 negatives. So after those 4 positives cancel those 4 negatives, you've got 3 negatives left over. So that means that if you combine a positive 4 with a negative 7, you are left with a negative 3.